Okay, hello everybody. Now we are moving in the investor diary and our videos to a different phase. We were talking about, let me show you, we were talking about the personal trading platform. Let's call it that. I'm going to call it the platform. And this platform includes philosophy, strategic objectives, methodology, and the trading plan. Now we are going to start applying what we're talking about. Although in the last video we only talked about this part, but let's start building on. This is what I will be doing on daily basis. I will see which examples I want to give based on this platform, so you can see what I'm actually doing, how I am applying this trading platform. So the symbol or the pair that caught my attention today is the Euro AUD, and the first step that I do before I start my trading session is I look at the calendar, and as you can see, Monday there is nothing but those gray areas. We can see the Canadian. There is a bank holiday here, bank holiday here, sorry, the CAD bank holiday and the USD bank holiday. So I'm not going actually to do any trading today because most probably there won't be enough liquidity. So I will not do any trading today, but still I updated because I need to update my charts, especially when it comes to the market structure. Okay, so this is the Euro AUD. As we can see from a market structure perspective, this is the trading range. This is the high and this is the low. This is the inducement, and we have an order flow here, a decisional order flow and its order block, and it touched the order flow. So now the basic thinking, if we're only talking about market structure, we buy from here, okay, at the close of this or at the close of this, especially here that it actually broke this level. So it's a buy from a market structure perspective. But if now I'm going to add what I look at. So here we have the daily stochastic, the 4-hour stochastic, and the daily RSI. The first thing that I look at are the RSI. So if this is a buy, then this needs to be above the 50 and above its MA. It is above its MA, but it's absolutely not above the 50. The 4-hour RSI is the next thing that I look at. It is below the 50. It is above the MA, it's MA, but it's below the 50. So there is a discrepancy there. So we don't know if it is going up, or if we look at the market structure on the 4-hour, we can see that it actually got its inducement liquidity and it seems to be going down. So is it going up based on the daily or going down based on the 4-hour? If we look at the stochastic just flipped up, but it's still below the bound, which means it's still in the sell area. And the 4-hour, it's going down as well. So this is still in the sell area, but flipped up. And the 4-hour is going down, but nearing the lower end. So what else do I look at to make a decision whether this is a trading opportunity? For me, this is not a trading opportunity now, because still this is those two RSIs, the daily and the 4-hour. This is the first thing that I look at. They need to be both saying the same thing. If they're not saying the same thing, then I move to the next pair. And in this case, they are not saying the same thing. They are both under 50. Okay, this is good. Well, which means if they're both under 50, that means there's a skewing to go down, okay, for a sell position, for s. And if we are going to read this from both the daily and the 4 hour, what does that mean? That means from a market structure perspective on the 4 hour, that means we will be having a different trading range. The low will be broken and we will have another trading range. And most probably that on the daily, it wants to catch the liquidity on the order block here. And this order block is a decisional order block. We might even have, especially that this is really down, it might actually go down to the extreme order flow and order block. So we really don't know. There are so many scenarios, and those scenarios are all until now skewing downward, but we don't have in both cases, the daily and the 4 hour, the RSI is above its MA. So we need to have them. And also, there is another danger, which is the daily RSI, it's coming out of an overbought. So this is another thing. Oversold. So this is another thing. If we are going to look at other indicators that I look at support and resistance, and on the 4 hour, there is nothing here to look at from a support and resistance perspective. Okay, so we close it. The way, as you can see, I try as much as possible to have the charts as clean as they can. So I don't put all the indicators together. I have them hidden until I want to use them. So let's see the chandeliers exit. So this is a sell as well. There is no indication on a buy here. So this is a sell as well. Okay, even though this is going up, but we have selling pressures, especially what we're talking about when it comes to the RSI. Now, if the daily stochastic actually came here into the bound, then we might have a different story developing. But we will wait and see. And anyway, today, even if I have an opportunity, I might not be taking, unless if it was really evident, I will not be taking positions today. So what else I look at? Then after I finish this, I start to see if there are any other the EMAs on the daily. It's support big time. It's all aligned to sell direction. And again, like the EMAs, the stochastic is another trend indicator. It indicates where is the direction of the trend. And here in the 4 hour, we can see a 4 hour. The now it is actually starting from here. It's pushing again into supporting this whole direction of a sell, or starting from here actually, a whole sell direction. What else? So the EMAs here is what's the EMA here. Only the 20 is in the way of the price. It's below the price, and the other EMAs are supporting the sell position. And the 20 actually is not a very strong support. Um, what else? Okay, so now after I finish the 4 hour and the daily, what I move to the 15 minute and see the picture there. So what I do, I turn this into the 4 hour and this into the 15. Now my trigger is, if we are going to take a sell position, my trigger is that the 15 stochastic needs to go below this bound, below the 32 bound. And if we have the chandeliers, both are sell. Okay. So actually, if I'm going to do anything, I will put an alarm to see when the 15-minute hits this bound, and the D, specifically the D, because the D follows the K. The K goes before the D. So when the D touches the 32, I will have the alarm go off and then see the picture then at that point. So let's no today I'm not going to trade, so that is until tomorrow, and we'll see how the picture is that tomorrow. So today on the Euro AUD we have a skewing, although the daily is having a reaction from the order flow, which is actually a good reaction. Yet we are going to wait because there is an opportunity. There are many indicators that are saying that the price is going further down. And we have the order block here on the decisional order block and the extreme order flow and order block. So at this time, there is nothing to be done here. Let's wait and see how the indicate. We need to have the indicators aligned together to say one single story. And the story today is that the Euro AUD most probably is going down to break this trading range on the 4 hour, and on the daily to try to catch the liquidity within this order block. So that's it. I think that is it for today. Did I miss anything? So let me show you the selling before we go. Let me show you the selling conditions that I have. And this needs more working. I need to work on it more. So first, check and update daily and 4 hour market structure, and you have seen that they are updated. And check if there is a reaction on a point of interest. There are two reactions. One reaction on the 4 hour, which is taking the liquidity of the inducement and going down, and there is on the daily hitting the order flow, the decision order flow, and going up. So the POIs on both are opposite each other. One is saying a reaction upward and the other is saying a reaction downward. Okay, so yeah. Yes, okay, this is one. Two, let's go back. And then if there was a reaction, allocate ms market structure, allocate market structure on the 15-minute time frame. Actually, I don't do that. This is not something that I always do. Sometimes I do it, but not all the time. The first thing that I check, yes, I check the market structure, but then the first thing that I look at, and this is why I said this needs modification, because one of the conditions, this is a very important condition, the 4 hour and the daily RSI below 50 and below its MA, but not oversold. And as we see, the first thing that I look at, the eye catches, is that because it's there in front of me. And when that is not coherent, and if this is not satisfied, then I say, why do I need to go through all the update of the 15-minute time frame, the 15-minute market structure, even if those are saying the same story? But if this is not in the same direction or saying the same thing, then I will not waste my time into doing the market structure of the 15. So the second thing that I look at, this is why this should be actually, this should go here. But I don't want to mess it up now. I will do it later. So check and update daily 4 hour market structure 4 hour and daily market structure, and then the 15-minute stochastic D just crossed the 32. This is another thing. It's the 15-minute stochastic. The 4 hour and daily stochastic are downward with K below D and or below the 32. Now, this, I don't take the and. It should be and or. Because when I look at this, if this is saying the same thing and the RSI are saying the same things, and the 15-minute stochastic is going below the bound, then I am going to see if any of the stochastic is giving me a trend direction in the same direction that the whole story before that is saying. And then we look at the 15-minute and the 4 hour chandeliers exit if they're giving a sell signal. If they're not, then we don't take it. Check the EMA and support and resistance for more confirmations. And this is what I showed you. I look at this and then I look at the support and resistance and see if there is anything hindering its progress if I am going to take a sell position. So this is what I do. So our vote, even if I'm going to take trades today, but our vote for the Euro AUD is to wait until the RSIs in both the 4 hour and the daily say the same thing. And they might be showing that soon. If this is going down, then this is soon to be under its MA, but this will go in oversold. By that time, we will see how the whole picture looks like. Okay, thank you very much, and see you in another example of applying the whole the whole trading platform, philosophy, methodology, strategic objectives, and trading plan. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.